everyone, it's Samantha from Scrapmaster's Paradise and welcome to another Learning Copics with MarkerPOP video. Today I'm going to talk about easy ways to make shadows and backgrounds. So I'm going to be using this guitar Ian from the Greeting Farm. I just stamped him 3 times. I'm going to show you 3 quick and easy background techniques. I've got C0, C1, and C3 for this tutorial. And forgive me, my nails are absolutely a mess. I'm having a lot of morning sickness. I've been super nauseous and I can't stand the smell of nail polish remover. So I still have my awful nail polish on. It's peeling and everything. So just look past that when I'm coloring here. So here is my image. For this image, I am just going to outline the entire image with a light little outline shadow. This quick and easy background makes the image stand out from the paper a little bit. So for this, you want to use a super light color like C0 or C1. And I'm going to use C1. It just gives the image a tiny bit of shadow and a tiny bit of dimension. And all you do is you literally just go around the whole image, the thin line, and be careful so you don't run off the image. Just go around the whole thing. You want your line to be a little bit uniform. This does take practice, and I'm still not great at making my line stay uniform. I get a little shaky here and there, but you can already see it's popping that image off of the paper. Hopefully you can see that on camera here. Just take your time and go around the whole image. So I hope you guys can see that. It's very subtle, but it gives the image a really nice halo effect around it. And I really like this technique because it's super easy. It just takes a couple of seconds to go out and outline your image, but it adds a little bit of pop to your image. So there is my first technique, super duper easy. Now for this next technique, I am going to be creating more of a subtle type of background, but it's still kind of the same thing. We're going to outline the whole image, but we're going to use our flicking strokes and we're going to flick outward from the image to make it more of a subtle gradient. Whereas this is a very stark line, we are going to make this one a little bit more subtle. So I'm going to use C0 for this one. Again, with my brush tip, I am just going to flick out from my image. That puts the darkest shadowy part near the image, and then the color will be out from that and get lighter as you go. And this gives a very subtle, just popping off the page type of effect. Again, your flicks don't have to be perfect, but the more you practice your flicking, the better you will get at it. So keep practicing that flicking stroke if you're not mastering it yet. Just flick all the way out from the image. You can do this with a couple of different colors. So you can start with your darker color and do smaller flicks like with the C1. You could do smaller flicks closer to the image and then go further out with a lighter color like this C0. And then we're back to the beginning. So that is a very, very subtle way to add some background, and I don't even know if you are going to be able to see that very well because I did pick such a light color, but it really makes the image stand out and it gives it kind of a halo effect around the image. And I have done a previous video with the same type of effect with some light blues on a spring image, and it just popped the image off the page. It looked really good. It was supposed to be like a rainy day type of image, so there would be a lot of blue in the background. It just gives you a really easy pop off the page type of look. For this last technique, we are going to ground the image. But what I mean by ground the image is make it look like it's sitting down and there's actually some ground there. This actually is a sitting image. So you would do the same thing with a standing image. You would just have the grounding near their feet, like this card that I made a while back. You would just put the grounding right along the line of their feet. Where since he's sitting down, I'm going to have my ground come around right here to where his legs would be sitting on the ground. So for this, I go with my darkest color first. I've got C3. And you pick wherever your ground is, and like I said, it's going to be right where he's sitting down. And I'm going to just flick out part right here to make it look like he's sitting down. Extend it on this side too. And this doesn't have to be perfect or anything. I'm just flicking outward, kind of creating where he's sitting down, making a faux ground for him. All right, so there's that. You want to make it kind of even. Mine looks sort of even from here. I'm on the side, so I can't completely tell. So you could just leave it at that, or you could add in some lighter color and blend it out a little bit. So I've got C1 here. I'm going to just go over that same thing, blend it out just a little bit, make it less, make it a little bit more subtle. Give it a little bit more of a gradient. Again, I'm just doing my flick strokes. Just going over the same thing, but extending the flicks out a little bit further. Oh, you could pick anything to do the ground with. I just happen to use the same colors throughout this tutorial. So this makes it look like he's sitting on cement or something. You could do green, so he would be sitting on grass, or you could do brown, where he could be sitting on wood. You could really work with this and do a bunch of different things. I just used the C just to make it easy throughout my video. So I hope that this gives you some ideas for giving your image a little bit of background. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So be sure to subscribe to this channel so you know when I update next time. And be sure to check out the MarkerPOP blog daily, because the design team does great work over there and you'll learn lots of things. That is all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.